Hey, this is Ellie Church, and you're watching Mr. Tony of the Dead.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there. This one's on actually the box set from Arrow Video USA, House 2 Stories. This is actually the, like I said, the American version, or the edition I should say, which only has House 1 and 2 in. It does not have 3 and 4, which the, Arrow Video UK one does have, which honestly, I think that's pretty disappointing that we only get this, even though this is a very, very beautiful collection. And the first one we're going to be taking a look at is House. In this one is William Katt, who plays Roger Cobb, who is a novelist, and a few years back his son ended up disappearing from this house that his aunt owns, and now the aunt has passed away and he inherits the house and everything that goes on inside. There is, it's weird to say. There's like ghosts. There's all these kind of weird, crazy things going on, and he's, basically trying to write a book, but yet at the same time fight off these monsters and everything. And he has a neighbor, George Wentz. I think it's how you say his name from Cheers. Everybody knows him from Cheers. But this is kind of a wacky kind of movie. It took me a few watches to really appreciate it. I used to always like the second one better than the first House. But I think I like them both the same now. But this one has like great practical effects. A really good cast. William Katt plays a really good part in this movie. His neighbor George does too. Like I said, just the things that go on in it is it's very, very cool because of the way they did things. Not only is it like it's kind of comical at times, but it's actually kind of scary too, because these things are actually trying to kill him. They might look a little weird. They might look a little goofy, but they're really out to kill him. They're out to end his life. So it's funny, yet it's really, you're thinking like, wow, these things are actually out to get him. But that's the first House, which I think is good. I think the cleanup on this looks really nice, and like I said, the story is a little weird, but it's fun. It's a fun movie. It's a fun horror movie, and I enjoy it. This one is about a guy named Jesse, who's played by Arye Gross, if I'm saying his name right, and his friend Charlie, who's played by Jonathan Stark. And Jesse inherits the house, and it's the house that his parents were murdered in, 25 years in the past, and now it's present time, 1986 or something like that, and he inherits the house. And again, it's not the same house, but there's things that go on in this house as well. The house kind of like has there's no time in it. Like there's kind of like, it's like parallel worlds in a way. Not parallel worlds, but gateways to like different times. Like there's like the dinosaurs, and then there's sort of like Egyptian, sort of like that, like Western stuff like that. It goes all over, and there's this crystal skull that they find in his great grandfather's mummified remains, and he becomes alive. And there's also this ghost cowboy, not ghost, a skeleton cowboy after them, who wants the skull, who was actually partners with Jesse's great grandfather. And it's like I said, it's a fun, goofy kind of movie, but yet it's definitely not scary. I don't think it's scary. I think it looks really cool. There's some stop motion in this. There's some, there's a lot of practical effects. It looks really good. It's cleaned up really nice. The chemistry between Jesse and Charlie are, it's a really, really good chemistry between them. I really like Charlie. I like Jesse too, but I really like Charlie. He's kind of like goofy and kind of funny and crazy kind of guy, like just kind of goes with the flow. He's a really good character, but they really do make a good team, and it's just a fun movie. And like I said, this one isn't as serious. At least I don't take it as serious as the first one, but it's a very, very fun movie, and I would say check both of these out. Kane Hodder is actually in this one as well. He was the stunt coordinator on the first house, and he was also the stunt coordinator on this one. But he actually, you see him in this one, a young '80s Kane Hodder, really kind of funny kind of part he plays. Like there's like a Halloween party and he's dressed up like a gorilla, but he doesn't have the gorilla head on, and he actually like gets knocked off of the banister upstairs and lands down on like a chair, and you could see that it's actually him falling because that's what he does. He was a stunt coordinator and still does that. But it was just pretty cool to see that kind of that he was in this, and knowing that he was the stunt coordinator in that. And here's the artwork for them. Here's House 1 and House 2 right here. You got, obviously. And this is the newer artwork. And this is, House 1 is from Justin Osborne. Oh, they're both from Justin Osborne, the artwork. And, I do like it. I think it looks really cool. I think it captures, all the important characters in the movies. And I think it's really nice. I think these would make awesome posters. And I've heard mixed opinions about them. I heard people say they like the original ones better, which is more simpler with a hand putting a key in the door. Yeah, see, House 1, it's ringing the doorbell, but then House 2, there's the key in the door. Which, back in the day when I saw these, I thought that they were kind of scary. I mean, it's a I don't know what you would say, how you'd say it. Like it's just a hand, it's a scary hand that's alive, and but I think they're cool. But I really do like that they added these newer ones. I really think they're nice. I really like them both. I think either one would go good with whatever one you want to use. They're reversible. Which one do you like the best? And here you have the Blu-ray for House 1. There's no DVD in this set. I'm not sure if there is in the UK version. Like I said, the UK has 3 and 4, but I'm not sure if there's also DVDs with it. I didn't check into that. But here's the artwork on the disc for Part 1, which is obviously the newer cover. And here's the artwork on the disc for Part 2. Cool thing is they have the main villain on both of the discs. This is the main villain from Part 1, the skeleton cowboy, and the other one was the main villain from Part 1. Now each one of the discs do not have a booklet inside like they usually do. There's always a booklet. Instead, there is this House Companion book, which is very, very thick. It's a very awesome book. It has, and the reason it's so thick is because it tells you stuff about Part 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, which I think makes no sense why the Part 3 and 4 is in here and they're talking about it when we don't even get it in this edition. I really think that the USA got gypped, boned pretty good on this edition, even though, like I said, if you really want the first two, only want the first two, because some people don't like the third and fourth one, then get this edition. See, like there's House 4. And it's nice, don't get me wrong. It's cool that that's in there, but I think if they're going to include it in here, I think that America should have got the Part 3 and 4 in this as well. And that's really the main big letdown that I have with this box set. And here, this is the obviously the box that it comes in. Nice hard box that it's really nice side to it, and this looks really nice too. However you want to have it, displayed. In the back has all the special features and all that. There's a lot of special features. I'm not going to go over all the special features. There's a lot of newer interviews with people from each one of the movies, and talking about obviously their time on the set and in the movie, things that happen, the special effects and all that. There's tons of stuff on here on each one, and like I said, this only has the 2 discs, so I can't imagine how much more is on the full set. But it's really, really worth it, I think. If like I said, if you only want the first 2 movies, this is definitely the one to have, because this is an amazing set. It's very, very nice, and I'm glad to have it in my collection, and I recommend getting it if you want it. And if you want the full set, well, you'll have to order from Arrow Video UK. This is the USA, and they are both only region A, so you cannot play this on a a UK player. I don't know what they're called, but you can only play it on an American Blu-ray player. Well, with all that being said, this is an amazing box set. It's very, very beautiful. I love the box sets that Arrow puts out. They put a lot of quality, they put a lot of time into these sets, and you know, it's just an awesome thing to own, to watch, and to display on your shelf or wherever however you display it. And you know, I'm proud to have it in my collection. But that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and Horrormino, and I'll put below in the description box the trailers for each one of these, and it might give some spoilers. I'm just going to tell everybody that, but there'll be some trailers for these in the description box, and you could take a look and all that kind of stuff. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching, and talk to you later. Bye.